In today's video, I'm going to be showing you my full kendama collection. I have been playing kendama since 2014, and I've collected a decent amount of kendama since then. I made a collection video about 2 years ago, and so I thought I'd update you guys on what I currently have. And I'm going to go over each kendama by company just to make it a little easier. And I also forgot to mention that for each kendama brand, I'm trying to list them in chronological order. And since I have quite a bit of kendamas, I'll probably go over each kendama for about 3 to 5 seconds just to make the video somewhat reasonable. And yeah, let's get started. Alright, so this is my very first kendama. It is a blue Kendama USA tribute. Here is another tribute. It's a little bit of an updated shape and there's a gold tama on it. And here's my very first pro model. This is the Jake Wiens pro model. It is signed here by TJ Kolesnik and Jake Wiens himself. Here I have a TJ Kolesnik Pro Mod Ken and just some random tama on it, and it's signed by TJ also. Here I have a bamboo Kaizen with a Wyatt Bray Pro Mod tama on it. Here's some other random Kaizen with a bamboo tama on it. And here's one of my designated kendamas for yank spikes. It looks like a golf ball with all those dents. Here I have a Craft Ken with a Nick Stodd Pro Model tama. Here is another Kaizen with a yellow and white half split with a green stripe. Here we have another Craft Ken with another half split, a dark blue and light blue tama. One of my favorites. I like this kendama a lot. It has the laminated stripes, which look really nice. Here is another Craft Ken with a shark tama or fin or something like that. Here's another TJ Pro model. This is his newest one. Here's another Kaizen with some half split. Here I have a bunch of Kendama USA classics. I have 3 greens and 1 blue. Here I have some random Kens here. There are a few Beach Kens, a Wyatt Bray Pro Mod Ken, a Paddock Ken, and a Alex Smith Ken. Here's a bit of a newer Ken in the Nova shape, and I really love the colors on this. And here is the newest kendama, the Craft Jet. I just reviewed this in my top 5 video. Alright, that's all for Kendama USA, so now we go to Sweets Kendama. This is my first ever Sweets Kendama, just a beach kendama. And I tried to draw some burn lines on the beach tama with the Sharpie, but they look terrible. Here's a nice looking fade tama, red, orange, and yellow, and also signed by Max Norcross. Here we have a maroon stripe kendama. Here's a Christian Fraser Pro model. This is one of the V-series kendamas. This basically looks like an Easter egg. Here is a Luzumaki kendama. It has a really nice design on the tama and on the base cup. Here's another V-series kendama. It is food, as you can tell, with waffle and syrup and butter on the top. Again, another food. This is avocado toast. Another Luzumaki kendama, purple and black and a little bit of green. Here's a homegrown Ken with an analog tama that I just put on it. Here's another V-series based on poker or playing cards. Another food one, some pizza. This is the Cooper Eddy Pro model. Here's one of my favorite setups, a Decade Mod Ken with a Nick Gallagher Champ model tama. And here is the first Decade Mod. This is a Decade Mod Batch 2 Ken with a random GT tama. Here is a Parker Johnson Pro model based on designs of a camera. Got the Josh Grove Pro model. Here is the Sapphire Decade Mod. Here is another Luzumaki kendama. And then we have just a Nick Gallagher Champ Mod Ken with a Kendama Ko tama on it. Here's another Champ Mod Ken. And then we have the Amp Shape Nick Gallagher Pro model. And the G Shape Pro model. Here we have 2 striped Zens. Some of my favorite kendamas. Here's a Gur kendama. Here's some random Kendama Ko Ken with a tama I put on it. This one I believe is a Shin Fuji. This one is another Gur custom. And the last one for Kendama Ko is a raw striped Zen in nearly perfect condition. Alright, now we move to Soul Kendamas. Here is a Strawberry Milk. This one is a collab with Round 2, a streetwear company. This one is a Soul Ken with a Nick Gallagher Champ Mod tama. And for the last one, just a Soul Ken with a Chrome tama. Alright, now we move to Analog Kendamas. This is my first kendama in Rosewood. I think this one is a Maple Ash with sort of a matte finish. This one is a full bamboo. Here we have a full natty, and this one I think is called cluster flack. Here we have an analog that is brick cleared, so super sticky. Here we have a natty, which is the hash brown. Also apologize if I don't remember the names to all these kendamas. There's just so many different shapes and paints and woods and all that. Here's the 2021 unicorn squab with the batch 2 tama. And the last analog, also a 2021 squab with the Sulab tama, one of my favorite tamas of all time. Got that friction clear paint. Alright, now I go to grain theory. This is my first grain theory kendama. It is a Ash Ken with a Kendama USA tama. Here is a GT E1. Here is a Christian Einander Pro Mod. Here is a Ben Harold Pro Model with some laminated wood on the Serrato. And the last one is a Nick Stod Ken with a Legasis tama. I just put together the random Kens and tamas together so I can just make a full kendama, so that's easier to count for my full collection. Got some Jacobines Pro models. This is the first one, or the second one, but the first one for GT. Here's the second one from GT in Purple Heart. Love that moon design on the tama. And here's the third one. And here we have the GT2 shape of full natty. This one's a GT2 in the King Melon with a Kendama USA half split tama. Alright, now we move to Chrome Kendama. Here's the Chrome Sleigh Dog. This was probably one of the kendamas that I was the most hyped for. I woke up at about 6 a.m. just to go for this drop. And then here are some Chrome Pops in the green and then in the red. And then here is a Beams collaboration. Alright, we're almost at the end. This was my very first setup, in a Zora Ken with a Kendama USA half split. Here's one that I found in a store in LA in Little Tokyo. And here's a Legasis Ken with some random tama. And then here are some kendamas that I only have one of. So here's a Sunrise Kendama. This one is a Deal With It in the Swamp colorway. Here's a bit of a throwback, RWB Hickory Ken with a TJ Pro Mod tama. And then we have a Lotus. And the last category are the miscellaneous kendamas from no-name brands. So I have this one. Got this black one. Got one with a silver tama. Got this one off of Amazon. And then this one's probably the most traditional looking kendama in my collection. And this was the thumbnail in my kendama documentary. Oh, and I can't forget this mini chrome kendama, the gold nugget. And then not kendamas, but I have 2 Terra pills. And then 2 Karuins. Alright, so that does it for my kendama collection. Hope you guys enjoyed seeing all of my kendamas. Let me know which one that you like the most. And the total was 91 kendamas and I think 7 Kens. And if you compare that to my 2020 collection video, I had 88 kendamas and a few Kens. But the reason why I didn't have that many more in this video was because I didn't count the kendamas that were still in the packages, because I'm not really sure where they are in my house, but they are somewhere. But yeah, that does it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.